Throughout television history, sitcoms have not only served as sources of laughter and entertainment, but also as mirrors reflecting societal norms, values, and issues of their time. While many sitcoms have played it safe, adhering to familiar themes and relatable scenarios, some have dared to challenge the status quo. These controversial sitcoms have often sparked heated debates, faced backlash, and sometimes even censorship. Join FactsVerse as we present It's Official. This is the #1 most offensive sitcom of all time. Married with Children. Married with Children remains one of TV's most iconic sitcoms, remembered for its bold, irreverent humor and willingness to challenge the conventions of family-friendly TV. Premiering in 1987 on the then-fledgling network Fox, the show stood in stark contrast to the wholesome family sitcoms of its time, offering viewers a satirical and often raucous take on American middle-class family. The series revolved around the Bundys, a dysfunctional suburban Chicago family led by hapless shoe salesman Al Bundy and his sardonic wife Peggy. Their offbeat children, Kelly and Bud, rounded out the family. They were the antithesis of the ideal TV family. They were often crass, broke, and unapologetically lazy. Its edgy content made Married with Children a frequent subject of controversy. Some viewers and advocacy groups considered it offensive, leading to organized boycotts and letter-writing campaigns calling for its cancellation. But the controversies often served to heighten the show's profile, and many viewers found its irreverence refreshing. The show's success was undeniable. Running for 11 seasons, it became a cornerstone of Fox's programming and played a pivotal role in establishing the network as a major player in television. The characters, particularly Al Bundy with his signature hand-in-pants pose, became cultural icons. While its comedic style paved the way for other unapologetically irreverent shows, it also spurred debates about content appropriateness and the boundaries of television comedy. Over 30 years after its debut, it remains a symbol of counterculture TV. All in the Family. All in the Family, which aired from 1971 to 79, is widely hailed as one of television's most groundbreaking sitcoms. Developed by Norman Lear and based on the British series Till Death Do Us Part, the show revolved around the character of Archie Bunker, a curmudgeonly, prejudiced, and outspoken blue-collar worker living in Queens. Played masterfully by Carol O'Connor, Archie's bigoted views frequently clashed with those of his more liberal-minded daughter, Gloria, and her husband, Mike, whom Archie derisively called Meathead. The show's edginess stemmed from its willingness to tackle social issues that were largely untouched on primetime TV. Themes like racism, sexism, homosexuality, and political unrest were not just touched upon, but central plot points. This audacious approach naturally made All in the Family a magnet for controversies. Many viewers found it offensive, leading to numerous complaints and boycotts. But in large part, the confrontations and discussions on the show mirrored those happening in living rooms across America. Despite, or perhaps because of, its provocative nature, All in the Family was a massive success. It was the top-rated show on television for 5 consecutive years, won numerous Emmy Awards, and established itself as a cornerstone of American popular culture. Family Guy. Family Guy, created by Seth MacFarlane and premiering on Fox in 1999, is a prime example of an animated series that pushed boundaries and often courted controversy with its irreverent, often provocative humor. Set in the fictional town of Quahog, Rhode Island, the show chronicles the adventures and misadventures of the Griffin family. Dim-witted but lovable father Peter, long-suffering wife Lois, socially awkward teen Meg, dim-witted and often naive son Chris, diabolically intelligent baby Stewie, and their talking erudite dog Brian. The edgy nature of Family Guy is primarily rooted in its willingness to lampoon virtually any topic, regardless of its cultural sensitivity. From racial and ethnic stereotypes to religion, politics, and pop culture, no subject is off limits. This unapologetic approach to comedy has made the show a magnet for criticism. Numerous advocacy groups, critics, and even audiences have taken issue with its content, deeming it offensive or in poor taste. Yet it's this very audacity that has contributed to its significant success. The show's fast-paced humor, cutaway gags, and memorable musical numbers have garnered it a massive fan base and critical acclaim, including several Emmy Awards. It's also worth noting that despite an initial cancellation in 2002 due to declining ratings, overwhelming DVD sales and a strong rerun showing on Cartoon Network's Adult Swim prompted Fox to revive the show in 2005. Family Guy paved the way for other animated shows targeting adult audiences, proving animation can be as edgy, relevant, and sophisticated as live-action programs. South Park. Speaking of animation programs that are edgy, South Park, created by Trey Parker and Matt Stone, debuted on Comedy Central in 1997. It quickly established itself as one of the most audacious and boundary-pushing shows on television. Set in the fictional Colorado town of South Park, the series revolves around four boys, Stan Marsh, Kyle Broflovsky, Eric Cartman, and Kenny McCormick, and their wild adventures. But underneath the guise of a children's cartoon, South Park is anything but child-friendly. The show's humor is notoriously edgy, delving into social, political, and cultural issues with a relentlessness that few other series can match. Religion, race, sexuality, celebrity, politics, nothing is sacred in the world of South Park. This unfettered approach has predictably made it a magnet for controversy. Many episodes have sparked backlash from various communities and people who find its content not just irreverent but downright offensive. Yet South Park has achieved remarkable success and longevity. Its distinct animation style, rapid production schedule, allowing it to comment on very recent events, and razor-sharp wit have made it a cultural mainstay, with many of its catchphrases and characters entering into the pop culture lexicon. The show's primary voices are made by its creators, Parker and Stone, who do most of the male characters. Their unique vision for the show, combined with a hands-on approach, has ensured that South Park remains consistent in its tone and voice. It has influenced a generation of comedians and writers with its fearless approach to satire, and it's one of the longest-running animated series on television. Heil, Honey, I'm Home. Heil, Honey, I'm Home is a British sitcom that is often cited as one of the most controversial and short-lived television series in history. First aired in 1990, the show is remembered not for its longevity, it only had one episode, but for its audacious premise. The show imagined Adolf Hitler and Eva Braun living as an ordinary married couple in a Berlin apartment, having stereotypical sitcom neighbors, in this case a Jewish couple named the Goldsteins. The concept aimed to parody American 1950s and 60s sitcoms, using the shock value of placing one of history's most reviled figures in an everyday setting. Given the catastrophic impact of the Holocaust and World War II, which resulted in the death and suffering of millions, many people found the premise of the show in poor taste, to say the least. Using Adolf Hitler, a man responsible for the genocide of 6 million Jews as well as many other war atrocities, as a central comedic figure was seen as deeply offensive. Comedy can be a powerful tool for addressing historical traumas, but many felt Heil, Honey, I'm Home missed the mark by miles. Instead of providing any form of commentary or insight, it seemed to trivialize a period of history that was still raw and painful for many survivors and their descendants. Even if one were to argue that comedy can explore dark subjects, the show's execution was criticized as being crass and unimaginative. Instead of intelligent satire, the humor was often seen as lazy, reliant on outdated sitcom tropes and stereotypes. Only one episode was aired before the series was canceled due to the immediate backlash. 8 episodes were originally planned, but the remaining 7 never saw the light of day. Now it's time to hear from you. Are there any sitcoms that should have been on this list? Let us know in the comments section below.